Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Your Pleasure Incorporated into Daily Living. I am your host, Ellen Nicholas Rathbone, sensuality consultant and life coach with Brave Thinking Institute. Today, I want to ask you a question. I know you've heard your body is your temple, but do you really know what that means? I mean, a lot of people really think that they are their body. And so they're really sort of caught up with what their body looks like and what it can do and how well it works, etc. But your body is your temple. And what that basically means is that within your body, there's a light force because you are light. And if you were going to look at a person under a very strong device, that you would see the light within you. And you're this encapsulated light in that meat suit of yours to actualize your intentions and your heart's desire. There are two ways of looking at the world. One is with your mind, and the other one is with your heart. And if you can find a balance between them so that you're listening to your heart as you're making your way through this world, then there's a wonderful balance and lots of good things can happen for you. Of course, if you're all mind and no heart, that doesn't work out so well. But in the meantime, you are encapsulated in a body, and that body is a phenomenal miracle. There are miracles happening inside of you every moment of every day. Every single thing that you look at is going to cause some kind of a reaction inside of you. So if you look at things that horrify you, then you set off cortisol. And if you look at things that bring you joy, and it's not just looking, but hearing things, tasting things, these are all influences for how your body is and how it reacts. Now, as I mentioned before, we are an accumulation of all the things that we have ever experienced, good things and bad. And if you can be mindful of that, then you can maybe to a more or less degree allow the good things in and keep the bad things out. Because the things that cause you stress are the things that actually cause dis-ease inside of your temple. And you want to give credence or give attention to the things that uplift you. And you want to be careful of the things, news or people or circumstances that cause you distress, because that is unhealthy. Now, just like the earth, the body that you have is constantly recycling. And I say we're like the earth because, like the earth, we're 70% water, so is your body. We're made out of all the elements of the earth, so is your body. And, you know, the earth is constantly recycling everything within it, given the opportunity. And we can do the same. That's not the same body that you had when you were an infant. And it's not going to be the same body in 7 years. Every 7 years, you're getting a new body. Now, how that body develops, how your temple is structured, and the foundation of it all depends on the good habits that you have. So if your habits are to take care of yourself, to get enough sleep, to have some downtime, to find pleasure in your days, to laugh. Laughter is so important, to hug, to be kind and loving, not only towards others, but towards yourself. If you can find that you bring in positive and be careful of the negative, how much of it that you actually bring to your heart, then it will help you to stave off disease. The body is phenomenal at rejuvenating itself, but you've got to give it the right stuff. Just like if you're going to build a house, if you are building your house on a foundation of sand, then it's not going to last. It's going to fall apart. So the same thing with the body. If you are giving it nutrition that is nutritionally void, or I should say food that looks like food that's not, has no nutrition in it, you're building your body on a foundation of sand. If you're putting alcohol in your body, you're putting toxins in. If you're eating a lot of sugar, you're destroying your bones, you're destroying your blood. The body is phenomenal at lasting and recovering from all the atrocities that we do to it. But if you want to give it an even chance of living a long and healthy life, then you have to have respect for it. I tell all the people that come into RWJ Fitness and Wellness, that's the only body you get. That is not the trial model. You can't screw this one up and then say, oh, well, I could just go to the store and buy a new one. This is it. So if you have the respect for yourself to say, you know what? I don't need a whole package of Oreos. I really don't. They're banned in other countries. Why would I put that crap inside of myself? Or I don't need to down that entire bottle of wine or tequila or whatever your poison is. You know, these things are sold to us because somebody's trying to make money. But if you have any respect for that wonderful temple that has erogenous zones from the top of your head to the soles of your feet, that is a phenomenal instrument of sensory pleasures, from smells of roses and flowers to sights of beautiful natural pictures, to touch, to taste. We have so many sensory abilities in this wonderful temple. But if you do not care for your body, then you start to lose these sensory pleasures. People's feet get amputated. They go blind. They lose their hearing. There's just so many things that can go wrong. And it does not have to happen if you are mindful about the choices that you make. This is your body. People want to infiltrate it with all kinds of things, with negative ideas, with negative products. They don't care if it's going to hurt you. They just want to sell you something. The only person that can be a steward for your health and for your body and for your beautiful temple is you. And the ability to discern what is worthy of getting in and what should absolutely not get in. So I strongly recommend that you take a good look at yourself in the mirror. And the first thing you want to say is how much you do love yourself, that you are grateful for the life that you have right now. And then as soon as you make that statement of how much you absolutely enjoy life and want to enjoy it for many, many more years, remember, what you put in is what it is building itself on. Whether it is positive or negative, either way, those are your choices. And if you choose the positive, your body will respond. I've been exercising for a long, long time, and it has served me very, very well. My body is understanding that this is what maintains it. I'm stronger now than I've ever been in my life, and I'm a senior. And yet, I can run circles around some people who are 20 years younger than me because my body is used to the idea that I want to be fit and that I do something pretty much every day to stay fit. And I'm careful about the kinds of things that I eat. If I'm going to have an alcoholic beverage, it's once in a blue moon. It's certainly not every night. Those things will really hurt you. Cirrhosis of the liver, all kinds of problems. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. And it's all because of your choices. So I encourage you to love yourself and to understand that in this capitalist world, people are trying to sell you something. Whether that what they're trying to sell you is good for you or not, most of it is not. All right. It's just a product that somebody made up, and now they want you to buy it. And they're going to play on your insecurities so that you'll buy it. And on your longings and on your worries, they're going to play on all of that. Understand that you don't need anything. If it comes with a jingle, if it comes with flashiness or any kind of thing that they're pushing, you don't need it. You need sunshine, you need fresh air, you need good sleep, you need downtime, you need proper nutrition, and I would strongly recommend that you also need meditation and exercise, because if you put all of these things together and care for yourself as your number one priority, your body is your number one priority. You will never, ever be as good as new if you let someone put their knife in you. So if you want to avoid all of that, keep your body clean inside and out, drink lots of water, pay attention to what you're eating, and take good care of yourself. Because as I just said, that's the only body that you get. And it is a miraculous, miraculous vehicle for your soul and for your heart to make its way through this planet and achieve the things that you want. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I am a sensuality consultant and a life coach with Dream Builder. If you need my help, or if you think that you would enjoy a strategy session with me, I will give you a few ideas to help you get started on a healthier path, whether it's your romance, whether it's your health, whether it's your vocation. I have all kinds of great ideas. And with Dream Builders behind me, I actually have a whole system to help. So contact me at YPI69. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully, we'll see you again next week. Namaste, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.